Hi there, I'm here with Andrew, who's a freshman in Stoughton, and we're going to hear a bit about his project, Nes2Exec. So Andrew, tell me a bit about what your project does and what inspired it.
Yeah, so my project is an emulator for the NES, which is short for the Nintendo Entertainment System. It was Nintendo's first console, and I basically just made a program that can take all of the functions that console could do and turn it into something that my laptop or any computer, modern computer, can run natively on here. So here I have implemented it in three main sections. There's the CPU, PPU. So the CPU does logic. Here, the CPU does logic. The PPU does graphics, and then the APU, which I started implementing, but I didn't get to finish in the project deadline, that does audio. And they all run alongside this main thread, which does all of the stuff that you actually see on the screen, so like all the windows and all of the other things. So I can do a quick demo here. I already have something running actually. I had Pac-Man running here. So as you can see right here, I have Pac-Man running as it would have on the original NES. And so if we just start it up here, Pac-Man runs smoothly. And using OpenGL, I added these sort of fake scan lines that you can kind of see on the side. And they sort of add to the realism that makes it look like it's actually being played on the original console. But yeah, that's my project.
Wow, and I mean, it looks incredible. I'm sure you spent a lot of time and a lot of figuring things out. Like, what was the most challenging part about this project?
I'd say the most challenging part of my project was definitely making the CPU that I described earlier and the PPU communicate with each other. Because using a wiki that I consulted throughout the making of this project, the CPU and the PPU communicate over specific registers in memory. And these registers have very weird quirks because they basically made the NES function to use as little memory as possible. And so there are very weird things that the PPU does to CPU memory and the CPU does to PPU memory that I didn't really catch upon first reading of the wiki. I had to read it like many times in order to figure it out. So that was probably the most challenging part.
That makes a lot of sense, man. Thank you so much for your time, and it's
Thank
an
you.
incredible project. And this is CS50.